You are on.
I'm on. Okay. Today we're going to talk about champagne. And when we think of champagne, this is a bottle of champagne. Champagne comes from France, and it comes from the Champagne region of France. If it came from Italy, it would be Prosecco, as it would come from Italy. If it's coming from California, it's sparkling wine. In fact, anywhere outside of the Champagne region in France, you'd have to call it sparkling wine. Same thing in Italy, it'd be sparkling wine. Or anywhere else, Argentina, sparkling wine. It's a trade name. So, what we're going to do today is not the typical take it off and pop it. We're going to do it with a sword. And what motivated this was we were sent this sword. This is an amazing piece of artwork. I mean, this is serious stuff. And where this all began was Napoleon. Because Napoleon, when he won his battles, he would celebrate with champagne, and he would take a sword and he would take off the top of the champagne bottle. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And what was sent to us was this beautiful wooden box. You can see this here, all nicely hinged. It's Sciabola del Sommelier, and they're called fox knives, and they're made in Italy. And they come in these beautiful boxes. This was quite the surprise to find in the mailbox, especially when you open it up and you look at this artwork. It's beautiful. So let me show you how this is done. First, we start with the champagne bottle, and we need to take off all of this. Not just the top, as you're going to see here, but also all of this at the bottom. We need to take all of it off. It needs to be chilled. You want a cold bottle, not just because you want to taste it, but also because you want the bottle cold. It'll break much easier. And what we're doing is we're looking for the seam. There's actually a seam in the glass where the bottle actually comes together. And that seam will run this whole distance, and the seam is the weak point of the glass. You think about it, it's where it was bonded, and it's the weak point. It'll make it easier to do this. We need to take off this cap here. You want to be careful because now that cork is susceptible to coming out. You don't want to shake the bottle. You want to have glasses ready and a beautiful woman. Got to share the champagne with somebody. And here is the seam. And what we're going to do is we're going to run this along the seam. You see this here? And you want to run it parallel because you want as much of the sword to hit this spot. See, that's the lip there. So you're going to run this like that, and you're going to aim. I'm going to aim over that way. And when you hit it, it's going to come off. You're going to hold it like this. Some say you should put your thumb here in the back side, but I like a little more grip on it to hold it. And then you take your sword like this. You kind of get yourself ready. And you're going to hit it really hard. Like that. And look how the bubbles come out. You want some bubbles to come out, and then you're going to pour yourself your glass of champagne. Now what's really nice about letting the bubbles spill out is that if there's any glass, the glass comes out too, so there's no glass inside. This is what the piece looks like. So the cork is still in the glass. You can see that. Just like that. And you saw it took me 2 tries. Sometimes you get it on the first, sometimes you get it on the second, but you can see it's a nice clean break. It's a nice clean break here. Probably sharp glass, you don't want to be messing with it. But what you want to do is you will pour another glass of wine. and you hand it to the beautiful camera woman.
Thank you.
And it's cheers.
Cheers.
Just like Napoleon did it. You know, you think back then, he celebrated his winnings of his battles. Just like we celebrate lots of amazing things. And so, I love the Veuve Clicquot. I also love the Schramsberg. So we got lots of goodies over here. But I think this was a wonderful experience in having a sword like this. Cheers to you all.